Backfire. FBI Director Kash Patel tortures nasty Democrat Congresswoman with the reply for the ages after she accuses him of perjury and mocks his memory. I mean, these politicians, a lot of them are dumber than a box of rocks. They think they're intelligent until they talk to someone that's actually intelligent, until they talk to someone that's actually smart and can run circles around them. The way that Kash Patel handled her was immaculate. So we're going to play the video. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button. Share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. And hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. There's also a link to my Instagram and my X account. So check that out as well. All right, so let's get into this news. Now, this comes from the Gateway Pundit, and they report that FBI Director Kash Patel was subject to some of the most mean-spirited and dishonest questioning, perhaps in committee history, on Wednesday by a Democrat Congresswoman and former Trump impeachment manager. But he not only managed to hold in his temper, which I definitely wouldn't have been able to do, but also deliver a reply for the ages. As the Washington Examiner reported, Patel testified before the House Committee on Appropriations this afternoon regarding the White House budget. The hearing was titled "A Review of the President's Fiscal Year 2026 Budget Request for the Federal Bureau of Investigation." During the hearing, Lowsome Rep. Madeline Dean, Democrat from Pennsylvania, used her questioning to slander Patel and portray herself as a possible future victim of FBI prosecution or persecution. She started by bragging about her role in Trump's second impeachment following the J6 protests. So let's just get right to the clip here. Here we go.
Agency. I was an impeachment manager for President Trump's second impeachment. It was a sad, solemn duty. And so I wanted to ask you about that. Mr. Patel, as you and the president continue to weaponize and investigate his perceived enemies, as you follow this blueprint, when can I, a former impeachment manager, expect the FBI at my door?
Ma'am, you want to know who was targeted by a weaponized FBI? Me. You want to know how and why?
Well,
you want to know what I'm doing to fix it?
That. Let me move on.
Well, you should read the book because there's no enemy.
No. She's talking about that stuff like he wasn't persecuted for no reason by the FBI. I mean, so like he wasn't persecuted. That's the whole reason why Trump put him in the head of the FBI in the first place, because he knows how it feel to be persecuted by this corrupt organization, hoping that Kash Patel would go in and clean this mess up. So what is she talking about right now? Great retort. And then she was like, "Oh, I got your book right here. You know, I'm not gonna, like what the heck."
List on that book. So there are people that violated their constitutional obligations and their duties to the American people, and they were rightly called out. And you should give that book to every one of your constituents so they can read about it.
I won't be doing that.
I won't be doing that.
Yep, during your Senate confirmation hearings, you repeatedly denied having any involvement as a private citizen in the firing of FBI officials who engaged in the prosecution against January 6th insurrectionists, the violent rioters who beat and killed Capitol police officers.
No one killed a Capitol police officer. No one is in prison. No one went to federal prison. No one was persecuted for killing a federal police officer. That is an outright lie. A civilian died, though. Ashley Babbitt, she was killed. She was shot by a federal agent. That's a fact. And her family got a settlement from the federal government.
And whom you referred to as political prisoners. Since then, multiple whistleblowers have come forward and we...
Listen how she said it. Political prisoners. If she knew how she looked, if she knew how she sounded by doing that, this is all theater. This is theater. This is why she did it. That's why she sounded like that when she read it.
We know that you likely committed perjury. At the same hearing, you claimed you were not familiar with Stu Peters, an anti-Semitic Holocaust denier, despite the fact that you appeared on Mr. Peters' podcast 8 separate times. 8 times. And you claimed not to recall. Mr. Patel, my second question is, should we worry more about your memory or your veracity?
We should worry more about your lack of candor. You're accusing me of committing perjury. Tell the American people how I broke the law and committed a felony. Have the audacity to actually put the facts forward instead of lying for political banter so you can have a 20-second donation hit.
The answer is both. I believe that
the answer is you're failing, not me.
Play my time.
Go ahead.
You're failing, not me. It didn't quite work out for her.
Mr. Patel, I believe that the members of the FBI, and I know many of them, many retired, 38,000 people, as you say, it's a little less than that now, deserve the very best, deserve extraordinary independence, deserve freedom from the fears of being investigated, the freedom of coming forward to make sure they're doing their job.
If she knew how she looked. Didn't quite turn out like she planned. He made her look like an idiot, like the idiot she is. Good for Kash Patel for that. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Leave y'all comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe. And check out jjthepsychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.